señor! Hey guys, what's up? This is my first video for YouTube. I decided for my first video cook some nice food for you in a beautiful, beautiful location. This is Loch Lomond in Scotland. It's just incredible. It's incredible around here. Very beautiful weather. It's very busy on these islands today compared to other days, but it's just amazing. It looks heavenly. So today I'm going to cook a traditional dish from Uzbekistan. It's called pulov. Very popular all around Eastern Europe and Asia. It's similar to lamb biryani. It consists of just a few ingredients. Some beautiful lamb. It's made with other meat as well, but I think more traditional way is to do it with lamb. Carrots, onions, garlic, and some spices. And also it's a rice dish, so it's like I said, it's like a biryani. And you will see how we're going to prepare it. So we fired up some fire here, just about ready to start cooking on it. So let's tune in. Plov is cooked in traditional dish called kazan. Not sure what it's called in English. Either way, looks like that. A little round bottom, but it doesn't have to be. You can also cook it in a pot. And we're just gonna cook it over open fire, right here. And now, I'm gonna show you how I prepare all the ingredients. I'm gonna be starting with cutting up the meat. So like I said, we have some nice lamb here. We have some lamb shoulder, a couple of ribs with a bone in, and a couple of small breasts. So basically the pieces don't have to be too big. We're gonna make them medium size. For example, these ones I'm just gonna leave them whole because they got bone in it and I've got nothing to cut them with. Let's see what we can do. Maybe cut up in 3 pieces the breasts, something like that. So I picked up a couple of fatty pieces out of the meat. What I'll do is, I'll put them in the pan just now, so they start melting out. I literally didn't put any oil in there. All the necessary fat will come out of the fat of the lamb. So while the fat is cooking, I'm gonna season up the meat. Okay, so with just some salt and pepper. I like to season raw meat before I start cooking it. It is a lot of meat. It's about 1.3 grams. So say 2 pounds, is it? Not too sure. A little bit of salt. I'll add some more pepper later as well. So I just put the bone in there as well. I'm gonna get all the nice flavors. See, I'll put the fatty bits in first. Yeah, so just nicely mix it all up. So that's the meat and cooking. And the important part for the plov, you have to wait for it to cook. Just let it cook. Don't try and rush this dish. It takes time to make it perfect. You have to make sure it's all browned on all the sides, all the fat is cooked out, the meat is cooked out, and then we'll continue the next step. I'm gonna use 4 onions for this dish. I'm gonna peel it up. So yeah, while I'm preparing the vegetables, I have to make sure I keep an eye on the meat. So it's been cooking on one side for a while now. I'm gonna give it a good stir. Oh, look at that. Look at the browning on it. Absolutely beautiful. Look at the color of that. Look at it. It's gorgeous. So I'll lift the fat from the bottom. Oh, there you go. Give it a good stir. And let it cook. As you can see, it's all oil is already all coming out of the fat. It's gonna be beautiful. Okay, the onions. I'm gonna slice them up. Doesn't have to be very thin. I'm gonna give them, they're gonna cook for quite a while as well. Probably dissolve anyway. Peel up the carrots. Cut the bottoms off the garlic, just the very bottom. So we're not going to use that like that, and try to keep it whole if possible. You don't need to shell it, don't need to take the skin off it. It's just going to be just fine like that. So this is what we do here. Just cut very, very bottom, so we want to expose the little bits of the bottom there. We'll put the garlic aside. It's going to go in last. Now we're going to chop the carrots. And that's it. We have our onions, we have our carrots, we have our garlic, and all we have to do is now grind up some spices. So now I'm going to prepare the spices. I'm going to be using pestle and mortar. I really love using that thing because when you grind up fresh spices that are whole, it just gives out a beautiful, beautiful smell. It's just heavenly. I just love that most. So I'm going to show you what spices we're going to use for this dish today. And this is not like a traditional spices you would use with it. Some of them are like I've added myself. It's just the way I like to make this dish, and I don't think there is a like original recipe anyway. So the spices that we're going to use is just a tiny little bit of turmeric, some paprika powder, some nice cumin seeds. The important part is barberries. It's quite hard to buy them in UK. You can order them on Amazon. They don't cost very much. Then I'm going to use some cardamom seeds, some nice fresh pepper, a little bit of nutmeg, and bay leaves. And that's all we're going to need for this dish. Oh, I forgot almost forgot. I like to put a little bit of chili flakes in that dish as well. So, like I said, I'm going to put some peppercorns in there. Teaspoon or a teaspoon and a half of nice cumin seeds, some paprika, just a small amount of turmeric, grind in some nutmeg, just a little bit, it's quite strong, chili, cardamom. And that's about it. Barberries I'll add later. So. Oh my God, the smell. Have a look at this, guys. It's absolutely beautiful. The fragrance coming off it is incredible. Oh, I love freshly ground herbs. Now that the meat is almost browned, let's have a look at it. So you want it nice and brown, just like this. Now all this brown caramelization is going to give this dish a beautiful flavor. Look at how much fat came out of this meat. It's time to put the onion in. because we're gonna cook it out with the onion for quite a while as well. The onion needs to be really cooked through. Now, it's also time to put in the spices to cook them out with the meat and the onions. Some bay leaves. Actually, I'm only going to use 3. The spices that we ground earlier on. Just like that. I'm going to mix it up. On a beautiful day like this, it would be crime not to make a nice, lovely, summery salad to go with that plov. And I'm just gonna show you what I'm gonna make here. I've got some nice red cabbage, a little bit of spring onions, cucumber, red onions, some beautiful radish, and parsley. And I'm gonna dress it all nice with extra virgin olive oil. Let's start. Cut off the bottoms and the tops of the radish. Slice it up in rings. Next, we're gonna slice up some cabbage, red cabbage. It's a very beautiful color. I'm gonna slice it really, really thin. When we've done that, it's about time to put in the carrots in with the meat. Let's have a look at it first. Oh, look at that. That's just amazing. The onions just all cooked out. It's all browned beautifully. The color, the fragrance from the spices just makes my mouth water. Just try and cook it yourself. I promise you will not be disappointed. So it's about ready to put in the carrots. So we can cook them out a little bit as well. Mix it all up. Take a little bit of that parsley. Just roughly chop it. Beautiful. Now, salt, pepper, plenty of pepper. I love my pepper, guys. I love pepper. Some nice extra virgin olive oil. Okay. Beautifully dressed salad. So that's it. So now it's time to add the water to it. And then what we're gonna do here, we're gonna put it in the water so it just covers the meat. As you can see, scrape off all the caramelization, scrape it all off, and it just infuses in all that water, and that becomes stock. You don't need any stock cubes or anything like that for this dish. It's going to be beautiful as it is. All the right flavors are there. So the water started boiling. As you can see. So it's probably boiled for about 5 to 10 minutes. I need to check if the lamb is ready. looks like it needs to cook for a little bit longer. And for dessert, pudding, I chose this nice, beautiful watermelon. Great in a nice summery day like this. Let's get it cut and see what is it sweet or is it not sweet? Ooh. 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 God, look at that, that's absolutely beautiful. Sugar! The important part when you're making this dish is when you cook your meat, the stock has to be almost a little bit too salty. So, because when you add the rice, it's going to soak up everything in, and it's going to be less salty when it's cooked. So just make sure the stock, try it, taste it for seasoning, and it's going to be a little bit more salty than you would usually want it to be. That's exactly what we want. So you can use different types of rice for it. I'm using basmati rice. I think it's very nice flavor. So I washed it a few times, made sure the water is clear. And now what I'm gonna do is, so the meat is ready. I'm gonna pour the rice all over it. For 1.5 kilos of meat, I'm using 750 grams of rice. So you do not stir it, okay? You cover it all up, put it all in. So it covers all the meat. And that's it. From this point, you're not allowed to stir it. I repeat, do not stir it. It's very important. So once we added the rice, remember the garlic that we've got, the bottoms? We're gonna stick that garlic in there. Like so. Okay. So yeah, try to keep it whole. If it breaks up, it's okay. And guys, don't forget to put the barberries when you put it in the rice. And once you've done that, you're gonna cover it up with some tin foil and put a lid on it and leave it to cook for 20 minutes exactly. Once 20 minutes are over, we'll take it off the heat and keep it closed for another 10 minutes. And only then you're allowed to open it up. So now that the 20 minutes are over, we're gonna take the plov off the heat and let it rest for about another 10 minutes. And now guys, moment of truth. 10 minutes went past by before you know it, and we're ready to open it up and see what we came up with. Okay, are you ready? Look at that. Look at that beauty. And now what you gotta do is just take out that garlic. Squeeze it all out. Beautiful. So lovely cooked. Beautifully cooked rice. Look at this. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. A little bit of parsley. Let's try it out. First bite. That is so good. That's unbelievable. Meat is absolutely breaking apart. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really do hope that you guys try out this beautiful Uzbek dish. It's because it's absolutely amazing. And please like and share. Arrivederci!